Hi guys, thank you for stopping by my page. My name is Eugene here, your wellness coach. So today I'm going to share with you 3 tips on how to accelerate your weight loss without doing a single exercise. Stay tuned. So alright, believe it or not, being obese or overweight is really high cost. So the high cost of eating, the food that you need to take is always a little bit more. And then not talking about the food as well, but also the clothing that you wear are usually also in bigger sizes as well. You get to go to different places, different areas to source for different types of clothing for different occasions. Alright, for different kind of placement or any meetings or datings that you need to have, and these are high cost. So you may argue with me and tell me that I always go to this place, they have everything, but hey, when it comes to finding all places and all these things, it takes time, So of course, I'm not trying to judge, I'm not trying to say, but it's a general factor to some of you who are watching this video. And then of course, I was in the same position as well. I stick onto my same clothing all the time, and this have an impact not only on myself and also the family around me that are going out with me, my wife, my children. How come I always wear the same clothes? Because finding new clothes are a hassle for me. Alright, so this is my story, it's myself. Okay, so but nonetheless, and I'm talking about the emotional cost as well. So we are also talking about the high cost in terms of the money. Alright, and of course in terms of the food that you take, the clothing, emotionally as well, and not only that, thinking about the future, the cost of medical as well. So you do not know, but there are always a relationship within obesity, within overweight with health issues, diet-related issues, health-related issues that, the higher the risk in terms of high cholesterol, high blood, and heart diseases. I'm not trying to say you have it, but I'm trying to say based on sciences, based on research, that these are the population are at a higher risk. Okay, so you are also exposing yourself to this high risk of being when you are overweight or obese. Alright, so check out these 3 solutions and these 3 tips I'm gonna give you. Alright, so it's gonna help you out a lot. Alright, so the first golden nugget is habit. We humans are a creature of habit. So whatever we do, we become a habit. So every 21 days, every 30 days, every 60 days, as time goes by, it becomes a habit. So every time, like for those of you who are working at home or working in the office, every morning you wake up, it's either you eat breakfast or either you don't eat breakfast at all. Okay, so it's very important. For those of you who don't eat breakfast, your habit is don't eat breakfast. For those of you who have breakfast or heavy breakfast, your habit will be having like 鸡種飯啦、燒賣啦、糯米雞啦, and all these things for you in the morning for breakfast. Okay, so for those of you who have often having no breakfast at home, your habit for the body itself is low metabolism rate. So because the body itself has been going through a habit of not having breakfast. You have really slept through the night, 8 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, an empty stomach, and the moment you wake up and you're still not feeding your body, alright, your body is going to, okay, anyway, you are not feeding me, I don't have to, wake up or to start my digestive system, to let it go, I just be normal. So for those of you who are having a breakfast or having a habit of not having breakfast, and these are the things that you want to take note. Alright, so your habit is going to be there. Your body is always going to be there. Your level of metabolism rate. So on the other side, for those of you who are having high-fat breakfast that were like every morning you wake up, you have a lot of fatty food, you're going to have a lot of this food and that food and things like that, and then your body is going to constantly, wanting all this fatty food to maintain your satiety, so that you want to eat more, you want to enjoy more, so that whenever you stop all this food, you feel that there's something wrong with me. I'm not feeling good, my mood is down and things like that. I got to have my tea chong fan, I got to have my bee hoon in the morning, I got to have my this or that, as a favorite food, because this becomes a habit for you already. And of course, as we go along, we talk about the like tea breaks, your friend jio you for afternoon tea breaks, you got to have your yakun, you got to have it kopi, you got to have that kaya toast, and all these are habits and you didn't know, and you don't know that, this has been part of me already through my entire life, and then you want me to change suddenly? How can it be? Alright, how to do it? So the idea is that to break that habit chain. So your solution for you is to break that habit chain. So how do you break that habit change? Alright, so for me, I break the habit chain through forcing myself into an environment whereby I cannot say no. So what is it for you that you cannot say no? So what is it for you that you have to do? You have to comply to, so that okay, you cannot say no. So for me, what I did was I declared to the whole universe, my families, my friends on my Facebook, Instagram, that I'm going on a 10 kg weight loss journey this month. Alright, so of course when I first step out, I was thinking, oh, what if I cannot do it? So I would say, hey, just do it, because I want it so badly. Alright, so I just do that, I declare. So what you want to do is to force yourself into a controlled environment, an environment whereby you are out of your comfort zone, you are out of the chain. So every morning, instead of not eating breakfast, you're gonna wake up like you're gonna change your habit, break the habit by having the alarm clock to come in like 5 minutes earlier. Okay, so that you wake up earlier, so you can do your breakfast, you can do a simple milk, you can do a simple piece of whole meal, biscuit, things to feed your body. Alright, from there you break your cycle. So as long as you break the cycle in the morning, you have the next 12 hours during your work to constantly be aware of what you're gonna do. So this tip is going to help you a lot. So go and try it out for those of you who are not having breakfast. And for those of you who are having breakfast, this is the time for you to change and swap that breakfast. So do that change. Ask your friend, tell your friend, or your kaki, or go to the coffee shop uncle and tell the uncle that, hey uncle, I'm going to have teh siew dai today, or kopi kosong today. Alright, so this is something for you to break that chain. So once you start your chain of breaking, do it at least for 21 days, you will see the results. Alright, so the next thing that you want to know is the habit of supper. So if you're having a habit of supper, right now my suggestion to you is to stop that supper. Or if you really want to eat supper, you're going to go for things that are less in calories, easier for the body to digest, and easier for the body to absorb. Alright, so this would help you greatly in terms of your results and your weight loss journey. Alright, so number two. What is very important is to find the why. So the purpose, the why, the reason of why are you taking this step. So for me, it became a monotonous kind of habit for me when I was trying to lose my weight. So I was trying to do a lot of things. So I became a habit of trying to lose weight. You get what I mean? Those are options, what I mentioned just now. Alright, talking about trying to lose weight. But then, as I go along, I move along, this cannot be, because I'm sick and tired of how I look. Every time I stand in front of the camera, I have to hide myself. How come I'm not the way I am used to be? And why can't I fit the clothes back to where I used? Do I have to accept where I was and believe like what other people are believing, that, oh, because I'm getting older already, I have to face the fact of being fat, being obese. So this is part and partial of being an old man. Alright, being like across your 35 already, going to 40, you just need to be fat. I hate to do that, because I know that there are people who are above their 40s and they are still looking good, they are still taking care of themselves, they are still doing really, really good. So why not me? So I list down a certain things that I want to move to. So these are the two things that humans are always attracted to. Number one, humans are always wanting to move away from pain. Alright, and the other thing is people are always want to move to the things that make them happy, pleasure, or joy. Alright, so this is what I work with. So I list down actually a few things. So the things that I do not want is when I do not want to step out of the house and people were saying that, hey, how come you don't look like you used to be, or I felt that I'm not as good as I am. I can't feel that I don't feel as good as I was like before. The way I move, I feel tired, I feel lethargic. I cannot imagine if I cross my 40 and this feeling is going to be double, triple, or even quadruple. So this came to my mind, so I write down in my notebook on the list of things that I do not want to happen to myself. I do not want to buy my size 37 pants. I do not want to fit into a size 17.5 shirt. I want to look good. I still want to sing. I still like to do my, my daily activities without panting. I want to climb the stairs with better effort. I want to play. I don't want to feel tired when I play with my kids. I don't want to get stuck when I tie my shoelace. I don't want to feel breathless when I tie my shoelace and things like that. So I list out all the things that I do not want. Then after that, I move towards the things that I want. So I just, on the other column, I just write it down the things that I want to do. As in the things that I want to achieve. The things that I will feel when I am getting my weight drop. So I will feel good, I will feel a sense of achievement, I will feel that I can go for many different types of clothing, a different type of genre, I can go out with self-confidence and I can feel good, I feel healthy, I can move well, I can talk, I can play with my kids, I can bring them up and down, I don't feel tired, I can chase them, I can have the abundance of energy, and this translates to happiness as well. So write down your reason, write down your why not and your why, and the things that you are escaping from. Write them down and the things that you are moving towards. This is going to help you to keep you motivated. And every time that you feel that you want to break that habit, take out that notebook and read and tell yourself that you can do it. Alright, you do not want to be in that places, but you want to. This is where the place that you want to go. So you know where you don't want to be and you know where you want to go to. Perfect. Alright, so coming down to number 3. So there's this thing called, you try. So it's either you do or you do not. So there's no try. Okay, do or do not, there's no try. So today I ask you, try to eat that siu mai. So do you eat or not eat? So what's that meaning of try to eat that siu mai in front of you? So the try represent a emotional struggle that you have. And this emotional struggle, I feel, is a waste of time. So it's either you do it or you don't do it. Alright, that's about it. So that you don't have to waste time trying to procrastinate, waste time trying to, eat that siu mai. How should I eat the siu mai? You have been thinking in your head, you hold it up, the chopstick, or you hold it with your hand, or your fork with your spoon. Then you try to eat that siu mai. But how can you actually try to do something? Okay, so you can practice, you make progress. So you can practice to pick up a chopstick, alright, practice to take up the siu mai, but eventually you're going to put it into your mouth or you do not. Alright, so same to you, make that decision right now that what you want to do with your life, what you want to do with your weight loss journey. Make a commitment to yourself and do it. And what I mean by do it is not to accomplish your first 10 kg or 20, I cannot lose my 10 kg, I give up. And what I mean by do it is to set goals for yourself that's achievable. Today, my goal to do it is to change my habit for breakfast. I'm going to tune my alarm clock 5 minutes earlier. This is called do. So you do that. Alright, you do that. A lot of people focus on, I want to do 10 kg weight loss tomorrow. Maybe in the next 1 month or 2 months or things like that. And you set a target so high. So usually people underestimate what they can do over a year, but they overestimate what they can do in a day. So, like, you get what I mean, right? So it's like you just have to do it slowly, keep on going and going and going step by step. So progress. Practice makes progress. So to me, practice doesn't make perfect because there's no perfect weight, there's no perfect time, there's only now. So you have to practice now to go for the next progression. So do or do not. And if you are do not, you won't even be listening to me in this video until here. Alright? So, and if you are here, this proves something. You have the tenacity, you want to learn about weight loss, and you really want to make some result for yourself. Okay? So this is my 3 tips for you. So the first thing is to generate a good habit, a habit that you want to bring you to your destination. Number 2, you write down things that you want to escape from and the things that you want to move towards. Alright? You write down, do it at least, remind yourself on your handphone, telling yourself that this is what I want to achieve. Then last but not least, make a decision to do it. Alright? Don't try, do it. Find solution to do it slowly. Find a solution to motivate yourself. Find a solution if you feel that you cannot do it, find a reason, find a solution. Okay, you want eat supper, good, go and eat, but you can have a decision to change that option. Alright? Can? So these 3 items, I leave it to you. Hope you have success. Wish you all success in your weight loss journey. And this is me, your wellness coach, Eugene here, and signing out. Alright, so please do like, share, and comment if you like this video, the top 3 tips for you to accelerate your weight loss journey without doing a single exercise. Alright, bye.